Good morning, students. Now, moving towards part 3 of chapter 20, disaster management. Now, in this part, we are going to discuss about man induced disaster, that is called man made disaster. See, those events which takes place directly or indirectly, knowingly or unknowingly. It has happened directly or indirectly, or it can be knowingly, it might have done, or unknowingly done by man, unaware, or the ignorance of any kind of failure of human machinery, etc., which all these leads to a damage of life and property, and this is called as man induced disaster. And in this we are going to discuss about the industrial accidents and also the Bhopal gas tragedy that occurred in Bhopal. And first let us discuss about industrial accident. See, industrial accidents are man-made induced disasters. They are man-made disaster, and in spite of several precautions that we take in the safety measures in the industrial areas, township, or mills and factories, they all are highly prone to accidents. See, accidents occur anytime, and that leads to disaster. So, such accidents leads results in what? In the death of people, livestock, and damage of property also. Moreover, smokes and gases or chemicals that has been released during this accidents, that all everything that harms the environment, that gas that leak in the environment, it mixes it up and it harms to human being as well as animals. See, in most of the cases, human mistake form the base of industrial accident, and all the people that they are take various precautions like safety measures to manage the machines and production processes, collection, transfer and distribution of raw material and finished good. Still, accident cannot be prevented fully, and it may occur. So, due to some industrials, gas leakage, or any kind of machineries, it may occur and it leads to industrial accidents. So, that was about industrial accidents, and now moving toward the accidents due to gas leakage. See, the accident due to gas leakage that comes in there, that we have seen in the Bhopal gas tragedy. See, Bhopal gas tragedy that took place in Bhopal. See, the Bhopal is the capital city of what? Of Madhya Pradesh, and it took place on 3rd December 1984. And see, the tragedy took place in a factory of Union Carbide India Limited at Bhopal. And see, it is used to produce, this factory used to produce what? Insecticide. And see, on the early morning of the day of accident, while insecticide was produced, and a poisonous gas that is called as MIC, that is methyl isocyanate, which was stored in a very large tank, and that tank started leaking, and this leakage lasted for 40 minutes. See, leakage lasted for 40 minutes. So how much gas has been spread? And the gas spread rapidly over the densely populated area which is at Bhopal, and according to the official figures, see, about 2500 people died, and also the thousands of residents who were living in the Bhopal, they were also affected by this Bhopal gas tragedy. And beside people, the gas also killed thousands of birds and animals who were over there, and it also polluted drinking water, reservoir, and even land. See, everything was being polluted, and it killed the lives of human being as well as plants and animals. And it is also very badly affected unborn babies. See, unborn babies who are still inside the embryo of a mother, and it was affected to them also. And newborn babies and pregnant women, they were also being affected. And see, about 10,000 people, they became permanently handicapped due to this gas leakage. People became permanently handicapped, that were around 10,000 people. And when we talk about partially handicapped, they were 1.5 lakhs people. See, this effect of the leakage of the gas that lasted for several years, and it damaged a lot. So we need to know the rescue operation during gas leakage. See, what are the things to be we should do. Things should be done during gas leakage. See, install modern warning system for getting information about the gas leakage well in advance. We should install modern equipments from which we come to know about the gas leakage in advance only. High level of safety equipment should be installed in the factories, so that strict safety measures also should be taken and should be followed by all the members of the factories, and everyone should follow it thoroughly. And see, in case if the gas leaks during transporting, when there is a transportation and the gas leakage is there, during that time the gas tanker should be driven away from the human settlement, should be taken away from the place where the human are living. And observe the wind direction, so we should see the direction of the wind also and run into its opposite direction. And also one should not treat breathlessness, burning eyes, etc. on its own, and one should consult the doctor. We should, if it happens, we should need to consult the doctor immediately. Fainted or weak people should be immediately shifted from the affected area. See, the people who are weak or fainted should be taken away from that place, and fire brigade and police should be immediately informed. See, the fire brigade as well as police, they should be informed. And one should also park the vehicles properly, so that why they should park the vehicle properly, by because they do not obstruct the vehicles of rescue operation. The team who have come over there to rescue, they do not obstruct them, so need to park the vehicle properly. So these were all the things that should be done during gas leakage. And when we talk about things should not be done during gas leakage, is that during rescue operation, people who are not associated with the work should not gather unnecessarily. See, if you are not associated with any rescue operation, you are not in that, you are not, so you should not gather over there unnecessarily without any work. This should be kept in mind. And one should not enter the affected area also, which is under the gas leakage, when if the government has declared, or the authorities who are declaring, if it is as a safe, then only you should enter that place. And one should not join the rescue operation without proper training. See, you cannot join the rescue operation without proper training also, because you need to know all the necessary things of the equipments. So all these things were one should not be done during gas leakage. So I hope that you all have understood about the man-induced disaster, that is industrial accident, and gas leakage accident. Now we will discuss is viral diseases. See, viral diseases, we know what are the viral diseases. See, when a large number of people were over much wider area, they become victim of any type of infectious disease, that is called an epidemic. And certain type of virus, they can cause epidemics. So people lose their life due to the viral diseases. See, at present we all know we are also facing coronavirus disease, that is COVID-19. It is really it affects us a lot, and it damages our life. And see, compared to general disease, when we compare to general diseases which occurs, see, viral disease now, they spread very faster and at a very wider area also. And till date, thousands have been victim of disease, like, see, disease like dengue, Ebola, swine flu, influenza, etc. All these are the name of the disease. And the currently we discuss about, that is our coronavirus, that is COVID-19 disease. And people get highly terrified on the spread of this disease. And see, innumerable death occurred due to such diseases. For example, in the earlier times, when we talk, lakhs of people had become victim of plague. And with advance of cure methods, see, now the methods have come to cure all, newly invented antiviral serum and other medicines that are helping to cure, and the world is now able to control such deadly disease at a large extent. And for example, during the plague, when we talk about plague, that epidemic of Surat in September 1994, and recent epidemic of swine flu, that, see, this book was published at that time, swine flu was major, and now recent when we talk, that is coronavirus and dengue. See, many just preventive steps they have taken to save the lives of people. And in this way, however, the sad fact is that new virus keep on affecting mankind. See, all the virus they come and they affect the mankind. In many a times they cannot be controlled. See, in many diseases are there, many viruses are there, they cannot be controlled, and with existing medicines which are there, but this leads to a mass death, and in this way lots of people died because of this viruses. So this was about the virus that we have discussed, and now we will see that the safety remedies against viral diseases. See, what are the safety remedies of viral diseases? See, when we talk about remaining aware and alert about the cause and spread of virus, see, we should know what are the causes and the effects of the virus, and its infection is one of the first most important step to be safe from viral disease. See, we should know what are the pros and cons of the virals, and we should take proper maintain proper distance. For example, when we talk about current we are facing from virus, that is coronavirus, so we need to wear mask, have sanitized our hand, should wash our hand, as well as keep a distance. All these measures should be taken. And in other diseases like swine flu, dengue, in that also virus, we should have precautions for each and every disease. So people should be made aware about the reasons, results and safety about the disease through what? Propaganda. Take the anti-disease serum should be taken. Affected people should be treated in a special ward. They should be shifted to a special ward in the hospital who have been affected, and take steps as per the guidelines and instructions. These steps should be taken according to the instruction given to them, or there is any guideline which has been issued by WHO, that is World Health Organization, to curb viral diseases. See, this was about the remedies to remain safe from viral diseases, and we need to pay attention to it and take proper care for it. So now moving towards now we will discuss is the terrorist attack. See, all these are the man induced act. And terrorist attack is see, terrorist is what? A person who involves in terrorism, and people by involving in activities such as bombing, mass killing, and hence spreading fear, that they create fear in the mind of people, in the general public, and that is called terrorist. See, the immoral destruction act as performed by such people or a group, that is called as terrorism. So terrorism means what? It is an immoral destructive act that is performed by such group of people, is called terrorism. See, in recent time terrorist attacks have increased many folds, and see, terrorism has no religion. They don't have any religion, race, community, or a region, and it is the enemy of the whole mankind in general. And see, terrorists involved what? They destroy the properties, they create an atmosphere of fear, and hence they wanted to get their demand fulfilled. Genocide, kidnapping, hijacking, mass killing, bombing, etc. All these activities are being carried by terrorists. And see, terrorism has spread in almost entire world. See, we can say in the entire world it has been safe. No country is safe from terrorism, as we can say till now. See, some terrorist attacks. See, we are going to discuss about some of the terrorist attack which took place. See, on 9th of September, that is 2001, famously that is known as 9 September, a series of suicidal attacks suicidal attacks were made where in the USA by what a terrorist organization, and about 19 terrorists hijacked four passenger jet planes. See how many passenger jet planes? 19 terrorists they attacked four passenger jet planes, and out of this the terrorists dashed two planes with each of the twin tower of the New York City. And see within a minute both the towers came down, and all the passengers who were there of the plane and many others who were used to work in this tower, they all died. And also many people they were being injured. Why? Because their houses collapsed due to the fall of their of these towers. And the third plane dashed in Pentagon, which is the headquarter of US Army, and the fourth one that dashed in the farm of Pennsylvania. No one survived from these planes. See, the terrorist attack, they killed about 3,000 people, and they also injured more than the people they were injured. How many? 6,000 people. More than 6,000 people they were being injured. So this was about the terrorist attack that took place on 9 September 2001 in USA. And now when we talk about terrorist attack that attacked on parliament, see on 13 December 2001 five terrorists from a terrorist organization they attacked where Indian parliament building, where it is in Delhi, and the objective of the terrorist was to kill important politicians and hence dissolve the parliament. And the terrorists they took the complex under their control. See, they took all the complex under their control and they fired round the bullets. And see, Indian army took quick action in this. Indian army they took very quick actions, and the soldiers they were at their risk of their life, and they failed the plan of the terrorist. And about 8 security guards they became martyrs. See how many security guards they were martyrs? 8, and 16 were wounded. So this was about the terrorist attack on parliament. And when we talk about Mumbai bomb blast, see, on the night of 26th November 2008, a series of bomb blasts and firing took place near a well known hotel and some important places in Mumbai. See, it took near known hotels and some also the part of the Mumbai that at a regular interval. And and see about 137 persons they were injured. And see, the terrorists they kept several persons as hostage also in some well-known hotels of Mumbai, and the terrorists were loaded with what all the modern and high-tech weapons they were carrying. And to take charge of the situation, see, the central government what they did, they sent 200 NSG, means National Security Guard commandos, and also the 15 military commandos and 5 bulletins they central government they sent over there. And after 2 days of long, see how many days took place, 2 days, and tiring struggle of all the terrorism they were being killed. So this was about the terrorist attack in Mumbai. And see other terrorist attack that took place in Peshawar, see that was in December 2014. Terrorist attack army school that was located in the containment area was there, that was of Peshawar in Pakistan. And about 141 persons including in that very innocent students were there. 132 innocent students they were been killed in this attack. So this attack of 19 of December 2014, that was attacked of army, they attacked at army school, and that is of Peshawar. So see, in this terrorism the innocent people their life is lost because of this terrorism. And this terrorist who comes, they don't have any religion, race, community or anything, and just they are the enemy of the whole mankind. And in this the lots of innocent people lost their life. So this was all about terrorists. And now what to be done when there is a terrorist attack? So these things should be kept in mind in case of a doubt of terrorist attack. See, immediately inform the police. See, if you find anything, the behavior of a person seems any doubtful, you should immediately call to inform to the police. Do not touch any unclaimed object. We should not touch any object like purse, bag, tiffin, etc., which are lying in the public place, such as in the or else in the shopping mall, cinema, garden, religious places, etc. We should not touch it. Corporate in security check arranged for safety reason at any places, should have. And if you rent your house, if you are giving on a rent your house, you should provide the details of that tenants at to a nearest police station also, and this is required under legal provisions. See, public places should be well equipped by what? By CCTV cameras. While traveling in a bus or a train, if you are traveling, if you find that someone has left his luggage or any bag, then do not attempt to open it or possess it. Immediately what you have to do, you have to concern to authority who are in the charge of that matter, or else to inform to the police. And if you have some neighbors whose behavior is very suspicious or awkward, if you find is very awkward, like not involving in any kind of anything, then have very unfriendly might be or odd looking visitors all the time, so who might work late night or when the computer, which generally the society find very unusual, then inform to the police about him. So this is to cross check if everything is fine and confirm that the person is not involved in any other social antisocial activity. So you should inform the police about the unclaimed vehicle also. If you find in your area, you should inform to the police. So all these were the things that one should do in case of doubt of terrorist activity. And the things should not to do to avoid any incidents of antisocial or terrorist activity is that we should not accept goods or any parcel from unknown person. Do not rent. You should not give on a rent your house to any unknown person without having inquiry about him, or else keep a copy of important documents like permanent residential area proof or photograph or Aadhaar card, anything. And do not sell your home or mobile phone or vehicle to any unknown person. We should not sell to unknown person. We should have all the details or the documents of the person whom you are selling. When you are saying, take care of all the important documental work when you are selling a vehicle or your home or mobile phone. So this thing should be kept in mind. I hope you all have understood till here. Thank you.